It's shakedown time here at Safari Rally Kenya. 5.1 kilometres. This one, quickest through those 5.1 kilometres, it was Kalle Rovanperä. Lots of questions surrounding Kalle Rovanperä after what was a lacklustre performance on Rally Sweden, but showing here that he's lost none of his pace. Whoa, looking magnificent in shakedown, Kalle Rovanperä. Second quickest, Thierry Neuville. It's been a tough old event, this one, over the years for Hyundai. Could Thierry Neuville be in a position maybe to turn Hyundai's fortunes around? Well, it was a strong shakedown for Hyundai. Ott Tänak, third quickest through. And Adrian Fourmeau, fourth quickest through. The car looked strong out there today. But my goodness, we've got 384 kilometres to come. That car looks good, the drivers look good, but will the reliability be there? And fifth quickest through shakedown, it was, well, the man who's rapidly become a Safari Rally specialist, Takamoto Katsuta, coming close to his first win in Sweden. Could it come here? I think it could. Sixth quickest through, Gregoire Munster. He's beginning to impress, isn't he? This could be a good one for him. Seventh, it's our championship leader, Elfyn Evans. What a lead he has in the championship. He's had a bit of bad luck here in the past. I wouldn't bet against him, though. I really think this could be a battle again of the Toyotas. Will it be Evans? Will it be Takamoto? Will it be Kalle Rovanperä? Wow. Well, Evans didn't want this. Coming back from service on a tow rope. We understand, though, that everything is okay. It was a precautionary tow into service for Evans. This man, Josh McElwain, continuing to impress. What a debut it's going to be here on Safari for him. Lots to learn from McElwain. Seems to learn quickly, though, this kid, doesn't he? Ninth quickest through, and the first of our Rally 2 cars, Oliver Solberg. Is he the man to beat this weekend? Well, I suspect he is. Solberg looking strong in shakedown. Sami Päivärinta, well, he was 10th quickest through. It's a rally to learn for Päivärinta this weekend. Cautious shakedown. Let's see what he can do in the event. The second of our Rally 2 cars is Gus Greensmith. And the man who won this event under difficult circumstances last year. He was really ill, wasn't he? But he fought very hard, stuck at it, and took a well-deserved win. Can he repeat that this year? Well, let's hope so, but maybe without that illness. Now we've seen our top drivers, let's hear from them. Do you expect a different management style from Juha Kankkunen this weekend to the one you're used to with the Ari-Matti?
Well, I don't think it's going to be very different. The thing what I like with Juha a lot is he's really relaxed. He's similar than me, he's really relaxed, so I like this feeling. It gives a relaxed feeling for me and everybody else, I think so. So yeah, Juha is just really relaxed and positive always, so same as Jari-Matti also is really positive and also quite free for the driver. So I think Juha will be the same, similar style.
Is there anyone you look up to in sport and say that's a management style I'd like to copy?
No, I like to keep my own style basically. But let's say that the best team managers I had was Jan Todt and Uwe Andersson by far on my 25 years history what I did rallies. So I always remember them. Plus we have a really good team like Carl Lidström and guys who knows what to do, and I've been close to them, so I won't change anything. I will keep the same thing and like we have been doing and working so far.
How surprised were you when the team management told you you were coming here with a 24 car and not the new car?
No, not at all. Very clear for us since a long time. We never had really the chance to try the new car on such particular conditions. Also, we had have enough trouble in previous years, so we don't want to take any more risk with bringing a new car to this event. But furthermore, I would say that this rally is very particular and we consume a lot of spare parts, which maybe for the new car we do not have so much or not enough for that particular event.
Yeah, let's say every year we've had a bit of safety approach, not to push too hard, but also to keep it together. Somehow, yeah, we've had some different trouble hitting us, so we know it's super difficult to find this year, so we just need to hope the car is strong as a tank. So.
You'll have watched the Hyundais here over the past 3 or 4 years. This car that you're driving this weekend hasn't performed well.
Well, it's performing well, but not long.
It's not been reliable enough. It's about reliability here, and it showed no reliability.
But the Ford was exactly the same before last year, our podium. Huh?
Okay, but what have you done? There's been clearly a history of issues here with the Hyundai. What have they done to hopefully give you a better car this time round?
Well, there has been some development parts that they have introduced during the year last year with transmission, etc. So hopefully it's gonna work to here. I think there was other parts where the car is strong, but maybe transmission was a bit missing last year. We're just gonna try with the team to always say that we need a safe car, even with the engine, with the gearbox, etc., to get smooth with the car. That's the approach I've got. Try to conserve the maximum the car along the weekend. We are not chasing the limits, to get the maximum of power, the maximum of performance. We need an easy car to drive and which accept to everything, So sometimes it's even better if we need to reduce a little bit of performance, but to be sure you can push a bit more. So it's a balance.
Tell me how you're feeling ahead of the event.
Excited. It's a bit daunting. Everyone goes into this rally into the unknown. Even after recce, you still don't know what condition the stage will look like or what it will be in. So we can afford to be patient and go into, let's say, survival mode. As I think if you have a clean rally, no matter how far you're off the pace, you could be a second kilometre, 2 seconds kilometre, you could still be on the top 5.
Well, it's always great to hear from our drivers before any event, but particularly before this event, because it is probably right now the most special event on the calendar. George, what a silly question I'm going to ask you, but you probably agree with that statement. You are Mr. Safari.
Well, only as far as Dirtfish is concerned, happily. I mean, a few people here think the same. What we have here this year, Colin, is the toughest Safari Rally of the 4 editions that have been already. It's significantly harder, much rougher stages, and the very likely chance of rain. We've always had a little chance of rain, but now we'd be very unlucky not to have rain in 2 or 3 stages. So I think it's going to be pretty spectacularly tough.
What makes it so special? What makes, when you come back here, what is it about Kenya? What is it about the Safari Rally that really ignites something in you?
Well, I mean, in the past, it was this fabulous road race, and it was the last road race in the world, really, in broad terms, and it's certainly at FIA level of sport. It changed in '96 to become a special stage event. It was still 1,000 kilometres, and the stages were 80 plus kilometres in length, so still a unique challenge at that point. Now we've gone back to you might call it a more sanitised version of the classic Safari Rally, where you used to be doing this open road challenge. Somehow the organisers have managed to maintain the flavour of that.
You're in this modern era of rallying, with all of the restrictions that we find in modern rallying, that they have managed to maintain a fair amount of that unique DNA of the Safari Rally.
And I think that's down, Colin, just to the country itself.
Yeah, I think so.
And the terrain.
The people
are
make
lovely.
the rally.
There's a massive affinity for motorsport throughout the core of everyone in Kenya. It has heritage. This event has nearly a 60-year heritage. No, fully a 60-year heritage. Now I think this must be its 60th anniversary or 61st.
Well, I'm sure a lot of you were very much enjoying the coverage from Shakedown this morning, and you will have noticed that something was a little bit different. The drivers electing not to comment at the stage ends. That situation is something that has, arisen because of Adrian Formo's issues in Sweden. Take a look on dirtfish.com for all the background and the ongoing situation with regards to drivers' comments at stage ends. We will also be producing a separate video where the drivers tell us their thoughts. Keep an eye out on our YouTube channel for that. So, George, let's talk about Toyota, because we can't come to Safari and not talk about Toyota. In your days, they were the team to beat. In the modern era of the Safari, they're absolutely the team to beat. No one else has won the modern edition other than Toyota. Can you see Toyota not winning it this time?
Yes, I can. Because
Really?
I think they have demonstrated to be the best prepared. Their drivers have been the best prepared. But it's there for everyone to see. The other teams have to catch up. They have to have done their homework. Toyota, I don't see them failing, but I see other people coming up to that level. Don't forget that Thierry led this rally until the third or fourth last stage on the first year that we came here. He was dominant.
But
He drove brilliantly.
George, I hate to interrupt you, but no one is doubting Neuville's ability, Tanak's ability. No one is doubting Formeau's ability. What they are doubting, what a lot of us are doubting, is Hyundai's ability.
Fair enough, yeah.
To give their drivers a car that is reliable enough for the rigors of Safari, and B, do they have that knowledge of this event within the team that Toyota have? Toyota just seem to do everything right when it comes to the Safari.
The issues with their car are well understood, and they were well understood before last year. So really, they've had a year to fix that, plenty of homologation. I'm sure they've fixed it. They have to have done. That car has to go out here and perform flawlessly. They've got 3 fantastic drivers. They could do a podium lockout if they get it right. Those drivers have now had four events where, oh, my luck's been bad, I need good luck. It's not good luck. Sorry, guys. It's hard work and focus. Yes, and I totally agree with you. I've just been talking about how the drivers have driven well and have done it. But ultimately, Thierry had the pace that first year we were here. He broke the car right at the end. He broke it. It didn't break.
In terms of winners, I cannot see beyond the pairing of Rovanperä and Elfyn Evans. Evans is in the form of his life, and yet, I know this is very different, but he's confident. He's on his A game. Rovanperä is not on his A game, but he has that experience of winning. Who realistically can threaten those two?
I think Katsu can.
Yeah, possibly.
Taka
I'd agree with
certainly
that.
can.
I'd agree with that.
I believe that all 3 Hyundai drivers can. And I would go as far as even saying Sami Pajari can go very well.
Here's the thing, George. So 40 years ago, Juha Kankkunen came here as a rookie. He won the event. In the modern era, is that possible? Is it possible for someone as a rookie driver on an event?
I think we need the weather conditions, and I believe that Sami will be on a learning pace.
Yeah.
But that could play into his hands here, especially if it rains. And I think it's not out of the question that the Fords could go well. I think those cars are a little bit more fragile than the other 2 cars.
Okay.
But, they got a podium last year with Adrian. There's no reason why they couldn't with a smart strategy. And they're the ones that really are likely to apply that strategy, and it could pay dividends at the end.
Do you know what I love about this event is it's so difficult to predict, so difficult to say who's going to go well, so difficult to say who might not go so well. Even though I've said I'm looking at the form of Evans, the form maybe of Calais here, you can throw that form book out the window. You can throw it out the window. It's about approach. It's about the mental aptitude. It's about so many different things here. It really is going to be a fabulous rally, folks. We cannot wait for it to get underway. There are a few changes this year. We have that wonderful opening super special stage in downtown Nairobi to look forward to again. We then have a second stage on Thursday afternoon. That could be quite interesting when we come back here to beautiful
Nijiri, Colin.
It's not called Nijiri.
No, but that's what it is.
It is Nijiri with a few big jumps and a few water splashes. It then gets underway proper Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 384 kilometres. That sounds good, doesn't it?
Not as good as 1,000 kilometres.
No, not quite, but we'll
with
take that. It is going to be a wonderful rally, folks. Don't forget, dirtfish.com this week. There's an awful lot in terms of comment, analysis, news on our website. George, myself, and Elliot, our wonderful cameraman, did our pre-safari podcast yesterday evening, and there's a lot to listen to there. We dissected, we cogitated, we argued a little bit, but at the end of the day, we did a lot of agreeing, which is unusual in our podcast. Do you know what? We're going to see some of the very finest driving here in Kenya this weekend. And if you want to drive like George Donaldson or our drivers in the service park, do you think maybe it's something for you? Take a look at our website, drive.dirtfish.com. We have the very finest facilities for you to learn how to drive a rally car.